It's a little weird. I'm not going to lie. But I'll tell you what's so funny is because she's clearly highly educated. And in the first 2 minutes of the interview, I was like, I want to call this doctor and I'm ready. And then that was before I even knew anything about her.
Yeah.
Because she's very compelling and she knows what she's talking about.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Welcome back to the BSIUC interview recap, where life goes in life. Brad and I are going to dig in and laugh through this entire intro. We are recapping the episode with Dr. Louise Swartswalter on our last episode. If you haven't yet listened to that one, you should go back and listen to it. It's amazing. It's rehabilitating, some would say, and then come back and listen to this one.
Do it. Take it.
Today is...
I think it's necessary, y'all.
Oh, Brad was doing the whole thing in the car. He was listening to it as we were driving back from LA today, and he was tapping his belly and doing all his things, saying his numbers. Was really great. So if you have no idea what we're saying, it's because you didn't listen to the episode, and you should go do that.
It's true.
So today is September 19th, 2024, and it's National Pawpaw Day. About this day, National Pawpaw Day, held every third Thursday in September, celebrates a tropical-looking fruit native to North America, which tastes like a cross between a mango, a banana, and sometimes other fruits. I just really love that. And sometimes other fruits. It's a cross between a mango and banana, but sometimes it tastes like something else.
Yeah, and sometimes it could taste like coffee.
Yeah. With over 60 varieties and a unique creamy texture, it's a wonder that more people don't know about the pawpaw. Also known as the Kentucky banana and a hillbilly mango, the pawpaw grows all across the South and is the largest fruit native to the United States. Although we don't see it on our store shelves much today, the pawpaw was an important part of traditional Native American diets and is used for various purposes today. I didn't get into why it's not in the grocery stores. I just want to know, now I have so many questions. I've never seen this fruit before.
The only reason I even know about this fruit is because of the Jungle Book.
It's in the Jungle Book?
It is in
the original.
The bare necessities of life will come to you. And in there he says something about and the pawpaw thing. And I was like, what's a pawpaw?
Oh, and you looked it up. Oh.
Yeah, when I was 8.
Wow. You're curious.
It is party.
Okay, well, there it is. So coming up, we are actually 10 days away from getting on a plane to go to Cambodia. And you can't come unless you've already signed up for this one. So we're not inviting you to that. But we are inviting that you come to the February one.
Yes, February 23rd to 28th. Come join us at our home in Siem Reap. We're going to do some working out, a couple workshops, some meditating, all the things that you need to hit the reset button, to step away from our craziness that we are all building in our lives and go experience an amazing, amazing place with incredible people and explore the temples of Angkor, which is our version of the Pawpaw Jungle Book song.
They have their own fruits that taste similar to different things.
Yeah.
But also, if when I said you can't come, you felt a ping of disappointment, that means you want to.
That's true.
And so what a fun game I just played. So you need to go to crowsnestretreats.com to snag your spot. The time's running out for that February one.
Yeah. P.S. A pawpaw looks like a mango.
Yeah.
But it's not a mango.
Like a mango.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it also it has weird seeds in it that look like something else, not a kiwi, but something. I feel like in Cambodia we've had a fruit that has similar looking seeds like that. Okay. Also, when I get back from Cambodia, I'm going to be going to LA for a week, and Brad's going to meet me at some point to film to do the photos for the upcoming and final deck of the flashcards. The 6th deck. Can you freaking believe it? Holy moly. We are wrapping this project up, my friends. We'll still be talking about it for a year because it takes a year to make these things, a little over a year for every deck. But if you are not on the wait list for the accessories deck, you want to go to opc.me/flashcard waitlist. That is all singular. opc.me/flashcard waitlist. I can't say it 2 more times fast, so we're going to end it there. But only the people on the wait list get the pre-sale price. The pre-sale price is the best price.
The pre-sale price is the best price. And by the way,
just so you know, Brad can't wait for this deck to be finished because he's going to do a deck together. And if you think, oh, that's when I can get the discount, I've been waiting for years, you're not. He's just going to charge more to put it in a really nice box and it'll be really cool. So we have to plan that box out, babe. And then when we come back from that, we're going on. Oh, before we do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Brad's inserting something else. So Brad, why don't you take it from here?
Take it away. All right, Brad. We have been working with fitness business owners just like you, whether that means you have a small studio at your home, or maybe you're renting from someone, or you have a team in a larger space. We've been working with Profitable Pilates since 2018. So we're looking at 6+ years now. And we've boiled down all the coaching hours and all the coaching calls and all the things. We found 3 big secrets to growing your income. And I've been doing free webinars to help people understand the concepts in this. So I would love for you to join me if this is something that, you're feeling stuck in your business. This is a great way to kind of just step back from it, look at it from a third-party perspective, and then see how you can apply some of these principles. So come join me. It's called the Pilates Studio Growth Accelerator. You can sign up for free and find out all the information on when I'm hosting it next at prfit.biz. That's profit without the O, prfit.biz/accelerator. So come join me for free.
All right. And then we are going to go on tour.
That's right. December's coming. December into January. We are going to be on the road for 35 days. I'm pretty sure it includes like some time off with the family over Christmas, but we are going to be hitting 24 cities. That's at least 2 events per city. We're talking almost 50 events in a month period here. We would love to see you in person. Come join us. Go to opc.me/tour, and that will either put you on a wait list for when we actually release all the information, or maybe it's already up and you can start checking out when we're coming near you.
By the way, I've already approved the tour shirt.
Oh, snap. I haven't even seen this yet.
I know.
No way.
You have to wait. You have to wait.
All
but
right,
it is. Right. Okay. It's fucking fabulous, though. It's just brilliant. It's so brilliant. So anyways, you're going to want it, but it's going to be weird if you wear it and you didn't come on tour. I'm just saying. I mean, you can get it if you didn't come on tour.
Yeah,
people like
get it anyway.
Get it anyway.
They're turning into collector's editions, people.
I know, especially because we're getting fun. Cooler and cooler at it.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get into Dr. Louise, do we have an audience question?
We do. At SwimDog75 on YouTube asked, "Hey, Lesley, I'm a huge fan of yours. I keep seeing the box lately placed in different positions." I'm assuming it means the short box for the reformer. "When I work with certain instructors or teach for one of the certification programs, I see the box in front of the shoulder rest. Other times I see it right in front of the peg of the shoulder rest. Where do you prefer the box?"
It's a great question. Depends on the person, depends on the box. So here's the deal. I can't tell you why people put tall people on boxes with the box in front of the shoulder rest. If they think it's so that the box doesn't move around, if you're getting on the box and it's moving around, you are getting on the box wrong. So if you've never done a reformer, this is a weird question.
Or it depends on the reformer. Maybe there's nowhere to stop it from potentially sliding off.
Sliding off. But
I know yours has like a little slot that it can slide down.
Little pegs. And some people don't like to use that because sometimes people like tear the box by putting it over there because the peg is there.
Just be careful.
Also just be careful. I've never torn a box.
Right.
So just be thoughtful. So here's the deal. Ideally, you place the box over the shoulder rest before the pegs, if you have them, so that your legs can be straight when under the strap doing the short box series.
Okay, say that one more time.
The shorter version is you place the box on the reformer where you can have straight legs with your feet underneath the strap for the short box series. That's where you place the box. So
and how far should the box be down your leg?
That's going to depend on the size of your butt.
So
or
you
the
need
size
to be.
of your box.
You're just talking about sitting on the box.
Yes.
You have to be able to sit on the box with your legs straight.
You sit on the box with a little bit of space
but
behind
you. Want your feet under the strap.
Flexed
tension.
Ankles with tension, and your legs are straightish.
And a pina colada.
Yes.
Perfect.
And so what I don't like is when I see people, because the box is in front of the shoulder rest, have very, very bent knees, like they're in a chair. And then we wonder why they're hanging off their hip flexors or why they're using their back. You put the box in the wrong spot. Now, if the studios you're at have a rule, obviously you got to follow some rules. But if you are here because you like to nerd out and actually understand the why behind the what, thy legs are supposed to be straight. You're supposed to use the back of your legs. There's a lot of hamstring, glute, inner thigh working. It's a full body exercise always. If your exercises are only doing sit-ups, then you are not using your full body. It's going to be a full body exercise. So you place the box where people can have the straight legs so they can use their full body in the exercise. And then it comes to, but then the box tips because it's over here. Look, you can gear reformers out to create more space. You can put it in front of the shoulder blocks if people are short. You can lengthen the straps. There's a lot of different things you can do. Brad's not on D&D,
What?
and I already told him that. So at any rate,
I am on D&D.
we are calling you out.
It was D&D.
So at any rate, I prefer the box to be where people can have straight legs and do the short box series with their full body. That's what I prefer. I will show this answer on a live on YouTube as well, because I think a visual is a really great idea.
But it's a great question, Swim Dog 75.
And if you are a teacher going, oh my God, I never thought about it like that, then it's because you need to do my Elevate program.
That's right.
And I can't tell you if there's any spots left, because at the time we're recording this, we have more people approved than we can take.
But 2026 is coming up, and I'm literally already having conversations with people about that now.
We're already filling that. So you want to go to...
go to lesleylogan.co/elevate. That's lesleylogan.co/elevate.
Send your questions in. We want to answer them. We love answering your questions. It's so much fun.
Yeah, by the way, you can text them in. So if you haven't just texted, you can text to say hi. Hit us up at 310-905-5534. 310-905-5534. Send us a text or a DM or post a comment on the tubes of you. Awesome. All right. Well, stick around because in a minute here, we're going to dig into Dr. Louise Swartswalter. Okay. Now let's talk about Dr. Louise A. Swartswalter, transformational coach and naturopathic doctor specializing in brain health and emotional healing. Dr. Swartswalter is the creator of the Brain Soul Success Academy and the Brain System, BRAIN system. She combines multisensory techniques and energy work to help individuals, including children with ADHD, overcome learning challenges and achieve mental clarity. This all happened because of her long journey where I think she got in an accident. I can't remember exactly what triggered it when she was in her 20s and 30s, but she said her brain was really not working properly.
She had like autoimmune stuff.
Yeah. Oh, maybe she was sick.
Yeah, she was really sick and they couldn't figure it out. And
she said she saw all the doctors and basically she ended up on her own, just trying to piece things together, which sent her down this journey of beginning to study all sorts of different things. And then she, I don't know when, but 30s, 40s, she became a doctor. How crazy.
It's kind of crazy. I've been listening to a lot of other doctor modalities lately, and like the amount of them that have been like, there are so many things in the food and the world today that are affecting women's health that it is complicated when something happens and they can't figure it out because your symptoms are from all over your body and the doctors here are so siloed.
Yeah, they're specialized.
You end up just getting worse and worse, and it's kind of crazy. So she ended up taking matters in her own hands and then becoming someone who could heal people, and it's been really crazy to see what she's done.
Yeah, it's also
Do you want to just say it's a little bit weird?
It's a little bit weird.
It's a little weird. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. But I'll tell you what's so funny is because she's clearly highly educated. And in the first 2 minutes of the interview, I was like, I want to call this doctor and I'm ready. And then that was before I even knew anything about her.
Yeah.
Because she's very compelling and she knows what she's talking about.
And she also because I've been able to teach for her groups of people, they're from all over. They're super cool, also all compassion, also so supportive. And she's really helped them. And I've also seen the before and after pictures of the people she's done this stuff with. And by the way, these are before and after. We're not talking weight loss. We're talking her just clearing the thing. I got my great grandfather stuff got cleared. I did.
She introduced herself as a trauma coach.
Yeah, my great grandfather's stuff got cleared for me, and I felt so much better for the days after. I really felt good.
It definitely on the woo scale. I think we're talking a 3.
Oh, Brad's going to woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, we're going to woo, woo, woo on this one.
Does that mean that you came back around though?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'm genuinely intrigued because
it doesn't. Here's the thing. you don't have to join a commune for this to work. You don't have to go anywhere to get this help.
It's not a cult.
It's
that I could tell. Not that I'm an expert on cults, but it didn't seem like it.
Well, I am, but like, it's not like you have to be on a subscription membership. I don't really think it's a great business model. She cleared my great-grandfather's trauma for generations. So it's like, we're done there.
Well, it was, and I participated in the exercise too, even though she was doing it for you. I actually felt more calm.
Yeah. So she did the gyms for OPC members and the members only stuff. There is actually this gyms thing, and she teaches this thing that she has her kids do, and she does it like each day to like start the day. And it's really a great few minutes you get to spend with yourself and just kind of like set yourself up. So I'm not going to lie, it's different, but also like some of the stuff that's out there that we think is safe is not. So like, I'm just saying, it's not, you're not you're not doing cool little silver. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you're not drinking anything. You're not shooting yourself with anything. She's not selling supplements.
Well,
so I think that takes a woo off. I'm just saying.
All right. We'll settle on a double woo. So, but she was talking about energy.
Yeah. So she said we're all energy, 99% space and 1% matter. And she compared the brain's energy field to an atom with rings around it, which can become unbalanced. And that makes sense to me. Like if you think about Saturn's rings and how the solar system works, if something goes out of orbit a little bit, it pulls things in a whole different way. And so it would make you feel out of balance or sick or need something. And she stressed the importance of learning to clear these energetic influences to maintain balance and well-being. So I really like that because sometimes yesterday's shit comes into today. So you can clear that.
And not even just yesterday. I mean, yes, that can be internal, but like, especially for teachers, you've all experienced this. Your client comes in, they're in a shit mood. And what happens? You walk out of that session going, because they've affected you, right? We are all susceptible to the energy that's around us. And I definitely have been around people who are angry, and I'm like, I don't want to be around that person. I've been the one that are angry, and people said, hey man, you're stressing me out, even though you're not angry at me. So, we affect people. I think we also like often call this charisma without realizing that it is energy that we're giving out.
Do you have some Riz, babe?
You got some Riz?
That's what they call it now.
Yeah, Riz. So yeah, this doesn't strike me as odd or weird or even woo. I'm totally on board with the energy that we all emit. We are living beings. So sure.
So what else did you love now that you're in?
Yeah. Okay. She said pain starts in the field and unresolved issues can hinder progress. So I think when we're talking about the field, we're talking about just being out and doing life and doing the things, right? She said, for instance, personal well-being affects business success. So we carry these things with us throughout the day. They can transfer from, it's like the work energy, home energy. You go home and you're like, I need to just chill for a second before I can engage without bringing this with me into my family life with my kids or whatever. I'm sure many of you want to understand what I mean there. Not that I have kids, but she said oftentimes business owners don't realize that unless you're healthy, your brain is working and your field is clear, they'll keep bumping up against problems such as deeper layers of worry and sabotage. So maybe I said that wrong, because I think our field is our energy field that we have. But when things get stuck in that energy field, we're bringing it with us into the other events of our lives. And it can affect our business. It can affect your sleep. It clearly can affect your relationships. It can affect the way that you see yourself. And I thought it was interesting because what she asked you about was, you brought up the worrying.
Yes, I was in a very big state of worry. I had this thing that I couldn't stop worrying about. And I was like, when you worry about something and then you spin it out, like you're like,
cyclical.
Then it's going to go out to this. Oh my God, if I don't, then it could actually, if we don't take care of it, it's going to affect that. Then that's going to affect this. And I went on this domino. You guys, I told myself a story. It was a series. I told myself an entire series.
Well, yeah. And again, I think this makes total sense to me. And this doesn't strike me as odd that when we are affected by something, we carry that with us, that baggage with us, especially with trauma. I think the concept of trauma seems very tangible to me, and I understand that. So this idea of a field, pain starts in the field, it will stay with you. So yeah, that's then where we get into clearing that field, and I need to understand a little bit more about that with her. But stick around for that. We're gonna talk a little bit more about that in just a second. All right. So welcome back. Thanks. Finally, let's talk about those be it action items. What bold, executable, intrinsic, or targeted action items can we take away from your convo with Dr. Swartswalter? She said, we obviously need to keep working on ourselves and be mindful of brain hiccups, right? Or moments of worry or anxiety where we shift back into what was in our field, right? The things that were stuck there. And she said a good way to be conscious of those things is to pull out a journal and just jot down a note. I worried about this today. And it allows you to come back to it later and be like, wow, 6 times today I worried about this thing. Or just have some moments of reflection or awareness. But what I didn't talk about, I wanted to make sure y'all got the follow-up there. So the thing that I found that I don't really understand at all, and what was like double woo on the spectrum for me during your interview, was when she was clearing your ancestral trauma. And she mentioned this, I don't even know what she called it actually, but it was like somehow the study of universal numbers. And she brought those numbers into play when she was working with you to clear what was stemming from your great-grandfather. And I don't understand that in any way. So that's intriguing to me.
Oh my God. I forgot to tell you. After this, so if you all listen to the interview, so it's important you know that like my dad did not leave me. My parents did a mini separation. I'm pretty sure my grandfather told my dad to, like, he had to take my mom, or my mom had to, like, somehow my grandfather was involved.
Back home, basically.
Yeah. So, and it wasn't like my dad wanted to leave. So I think it's really, really important. Like there was nothing, it wasn't like my dad was like, I don't want to be a dad anymore. But I asked my dad, just out of curiosity, hey dad, how old was I? He said the exact age that we said, that Dr. Louise said on, she's like, you were like 11. She said, yeah. And I was like, he's like, yeah, I think you were like 11 or 12. And I was like,
wow.
I did not tell
crazy.
him. I did not. I just, hey, just out of curiosity, like, remember that time?
Nor
like,
did you tell her,
No.
which is also intriguing. That was like, I literally rewound that and watched that 2 or 3 times because I was like, what did I just see? And because it was when she started to just do her work and not explain what she was doing that I was like, where are we going here? Like, what is happening right now?
And she asked, and she said, you were 11 years old. And I was like, okay. So I just, like that night, it was just my dad and I going to the gym. And I said, hey dad, like out of curiosity, remember that time, like, you mom like separated for like, I don't know, 36 fucking hours. Like it was.
Right.
And he's like, I think you're like 11.
Wow.
And I was like, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, that's kind of amazing. All right. Well, anyway, what about you? What's your be it action item?
If you've ever been like, I don't only need to really listen to the recaps. I don't have to listen to the interview. It's like Lesley and Brent have it all. Now you do.
You have to listen to the interview.
You have to listen.
In fact, watch the interview. Watch it on YouTube because it's like she's incredibly endearing too. Like
she's so sweet.
Yeah, she's lovely.
She looks like she should be teaching at church on Sundays.
Yeah.
She said, practice your mind gems, and it's her free gift to everyone. So if you're not an OPC member, you can still access this mind gems gift. But if you're an OPC member, you can like watch her teach it to me and all that stuff.
And this is what a mind gem. A mind gem is a set of handheld positions. That you can do in like 5 minutes. Or less. And what it'll do for you is change your focus and balance. So it can increase your focus and memory, improve your balance and align your energy, and then get grounded and better sleep. Yeah.
So you do some stuff with your hands on your head and you switch which hand goes there so you can stay present. Then you clear shock and anxiety by counting your fingers and pressing them on either side of your thymus gland. Then you breathe deeply during these exercises to enhance their calming effect. So there's all these different things you can do. And I obviously haven't practiced them. So clearly called out right now, but it's her gift to you. So don't let me take that away from you. It's really cool. When we did it with the OPC members, like people really loved it. And they're like, I want my mom to do this. So like super, super cool stuff. So your takeaway is to go get your mind gems tutorial and try it. Because here's the thing, if meditating for 4 minutes or 5 minutes is not working for you,
right?
If breath work isn't working for you, you tried face yoga, it didn't work for you. And you tell me all the time, I'm so busy. You may as well give the mind gems a try because it takes 4 minutes and you get to move around, you get to count, you get to think. So it's all those things, plus it's calming and it clears your field. It's kind of cool.
I love it. Yeah. Oh, links in the show notes, or you can go to her website, brainsoulsuccess.com.
Yeah.
And from there, click on the
She is on this mission to heal so many brains. So she's kind of amazing. She's been on so many TV shows. She's quite cool.
She has been on all sorts of TV shows. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yep.
I'm Lesley Logan.
And I'm Brad Crowell.
How are you going to use these tips in your life? We want to know.
Yeah.
Tag the Beit Pod, tag Dr. Louise, share this with a friend. Share it with a friend who also might think things are a little weird, but you can preface you listen to the recap. She did not know about, I don't think Brad knew that my parents had like a momentary separation.
No.
So at any rate, it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. So you can share it with a friend who needs it. And until next time, be it till you see it.
Bye for now.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at BeItPod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time. Awesome. All right. Well, stick around because in a few minutes, we're going to dig into, or in a minute here, we're going to dig into Dr. Louise Swartswalter.
Imagine if we made them wait a few minutes.
Yeah.
Come stick around for a few
stick
minutes.
Around. 10 minutes from now, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
No, I'm lying. All right.